Hi folks, welcome back to The Addicted Bookworm. Alrighty, so it is currently 3:41 in the afternoon, and I'm going to quit reading on my Kindle for the day because, first of all, I gotta go and do my laundry, and also I do want to open up my Nook and read for a little bit and everything, but because I am going to be done reading on my on my Kindle for the day, I'm going to give you the percentage now. This morning, I told you I was at 98%. I actually was at 95, but I recharged it back to 98 so that it would have the accurate percentage that my battery was at. So my battery right now on dark mode with airplane on is 93%, and I have already downloaded the second book in the Shifter series. I am 70% done with the Asylum Confessions. I will be finishing. I won't be touching this book until tomorrow afternoon, which I will finish the book. So that will be going back to Kindle Unlimited. I am a little over 50% done with my reread of Direbound. I am turn this dark mode off for a second. I am 68% done with The Man in the Brown Suit, so that might be another book I will finish. And I started on book 3 of the Corgi series, and that is going to be The Bickering Birds. So I am basically done reading, like I said, on my Kindle. When I am done with The Man in the Brown Suit, I am going to actually take most of next week off from Agatha Christie, and I will probably go ahead and start reading. I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to start on the second book, the sequel to the Irish bookshop murder. So I will be doing that. So yeah. Alright. So let me go ahead and turn this off. I am not going to flip over the sleep cover, because if I do, it will continue to drain my battery, and I do not want that. Okay, so my reading wrap up for today. So I read, I've read 4 books, physical, and 1 digital. So let's do the digital one first. This was Crescent Moon. This is the first book in the series. I actually decided to acquire it because I was enjoying it a lot. This is a wolf shifter type of romantasy, and it is about I cannot pronounce her name at all, but she is the bastard daughter of the alpha leader of this pack, and she runs away from him because of what exactly he is, and she's basically hiding from him, and she does what people in those types of books do. She's half wolf, half caster, so she has magic, and I will say I absolutely enjoyed that book a lot. I didn't think I would, but I did, and I was like, dang. It was a good book. It was a good book. Later on this month, I will start reading the second book, and what I will probably just end up doing is just go ahead and just acquiring it, and then when I'm done with that book next month, I will get the third book. I just outright acquire it, no Kindle Unlimited, and I will finish that trilogy. At least I think that's the last of the books. Alright, so I'm definitely reading my romantasy, and I am absolutely enjoying it. I gave that 5 stars on Amazon. Alright, so Natasha Preston, The Cabin. So I did check the order to which Natasha Preston wrote her books like these, and I now know that the 2 books that are in my pile I'm going to be showing you are the ones that are next in order. Alright, so The Cabin is basically, it takes place in England, and it is about these group of teenagers or young adults who come together to party. Meredith is going to be spending 2 days with her friends. Unfortunately, Josh and this other girl ends up dead, and the police suspect one of the people in the party is the one who did it. And Meredith is determined to find out who the killer is. It definitely is a mystery. I enjoyed it a lot. I found the book to be gripping, amazing. I gave it 5 stars. I gave it 5 stars in my head. I did not read this on Kindle. This is a physical read, and I'm really, really happy that I did read it physically, because I'm sorry, I have decided that if I already own the book, I'm not reading it on my Kindle. I'm going to read it flat out physical. Love the artwork and everything. I think it's really good. I saw this at Myers several years ago when me and my brother first moved into the area, and I was like, oh, wow, interesting book. Never got it at the time, and then I think it was last year I started buying her books. Glad I did. These books are really good. Alright. Then the next one is The Cat Who Played Post Office by Lillian Jackson Braun. This is the final Lillian Jackson Braun book I own. This week, coming up, I'm getting The Mysterious Affair of Styles. I'm going to start collecting my Agatha Christie books. And I'm getting a sleepcover that was created or designed by Amazon. So I know for a fact that my battery will not die on me before it's supposed to. So that's why I decided I'm going to spend the $40-some on a sleepcover. So Quillerin and the cats have settled into Moose County. There is this mystery about this missing woman named Daisy, who's later on found inside of an abandoned mine. Quillerin is almost killed in this book, but he survives, and it's just a mystery of like, what was it? Why was this girl? Who was this girl? And everything. And people kind of have this attitude towards her family, and they just don't care, but Quillerin does, because it's he feels like it's his obligation to care, but he's just naturally a caring character. There's a lot of drama that happens in this book, and all in all, I just enjoyed it a lot. It was a good read. Then the next one is Death by Espresso by Alex Erickson. This is book 7, I believe, in the I call Death by Coffee series, but that's not actually what it's called. I really enjoyed how the author basically wrote this book. I really enjoy being back in this world, and I'm really happy that most of the books in the series are on Kindle Unlimited. So next month I will probably go ahead, if I don't pick up the physical edition of the next book, then I will go ahead and read it on Kindle Unlimited. So really good book. 5 stars on Amazon. And then I got 12 Angry Librarians. I finished this one. This is essentially just continuing on from the previous book, and we got another dead body, and we have basically the guy killed himself accidentally and then ended up killing somebody else. So he's the first character to be a murderer after you're dead. So yeah. So I must say I had an excellent week of reading, lots and lots of fun. 4 books, physical, 1 digital book. I will definitely have the Man in the Brown Suit definitely read tomorrow. So I'm very happy about that. So let's move on to the next pile of books. So I am currently I don't know how many I got left over here. Let's see here. 5, 12, 20, 25. Oh, 25. Probably about 30 books left. I'm like, I read a lot of books this year, even without recording it on Goodreads. So yes, I have 30 books, a third, maybe a little under that left. So this is the next pile of books that I'm tackling. I'm having so much fun finally tackling my physical TBR. And I will say, once I'm done, basically reading all of my physical books, then I'm going to have to really sit down and say, okay, I don't want to be in this situation ever again where I have too many books. I get paid every week. I'm not too far from a place that sells books, so why don't I just focus on getting 1 book, and once I'm done reading that book, I'll get the next one. But one of the books on there, I definitely want to go back to Target as soon as I finish reading it and see if they have, see if the second book is still there. Alright, so here they are. The first one's going to be pretty easy. I'm gonna definitely start reading it today. This is R.L. Stine's Final Grade. I'm really super excited about this one. This and Switched are the last 2 Fear Street books that I actually own. So I need to go back into the system and I need to pick out at least maybe 5 more. So, but I'm going to wait till after I have all of my books read before I do that. So, then I have Hammered by Kevin Herning. I bought this book last year. I'm really glad to finally get down to actually start reading it. All these books I'm going to show you are all going to be read physically. They're not going to be read digitally because I got more than enough digital books that I don't need to take the book I'm currently reading with me. But yeah, Hammered by Kevin Herning. This is book 3 of the Iron Drew Chronicles. I like this series so much that the 4th book will be on Kindle, so I'm definitely going to do this. I think the total is 6 books in this series, so I'm at the halfway point. Then You'll Be Mine by Natasha Preston, another quick book that I will be able to get to. They're still promoting the seller for some unknown reason. There's 28 chapters in this book, so. Alright, then the next one is The Lost by Natasha Preston. And I do think they're still promoting. Oh no, it's different. So this one has 41 chapters in it. And then the last one is Death and Other Occupational Hazards. This is the book that I picked up a couple of days ago, so I am really looking forward to it. I will probably go ahead and read this book first because I'm really not into reading a quick read book. Alright, so those are, so yeah, so I know I told you guys I was going to read Fear Street first. I said no, I'm not going to. This will be the book that I will read because I believe, this is how I believe if you get a book, to start reading it as soon as possible. So I'm going to do that. I also probably will not be going back to Target for more books until I have those books read, and that way, um, that way, I know that I'm doing good. Okay, that is my video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.